Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. The 2nd down play, not much better than the... First, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll toss it to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first down carry now for Miller. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Back to throw, Watson with a punter, a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Watson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. On 3rd down, Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going for it. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And the Texans first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Watson with a give to Miller. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Miller. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Watson going to give this one to Miller. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, you see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. To throw is Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. With it is Brown. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson letting one go deep for Roberts. It's caught inside the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Watson, off play action. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like the little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Got some room at the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Hey, I'm coming. Squeeze. Rush in. Check.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. 4th down, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's bring it.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Ingram. get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Roberts has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Ingram again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out, and the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. The 30. 10, and yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Check 31, check 31. Single the slot.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this, a little more pressure-packed for the win. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
This will be taken short. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they couldn't get it done, however,